Chapter 10.
Oh my. What
Moebius
happened?
Trip. How long have I been out? The last thing I remember is using a time machine. It usually makes me a little lightheaded, but never anything like this.
Oh no.
It's completely broken. But we still have this, right? It's pretty banged up.
No. No, no, no.
He set up a generator and probably the early expedition teams though. It's like a power generator. It's cold. Oh, there's something in here. I guess let's go here first. Apparently we are even more in the future. There's all dirt and rubble in the way. Yeah, it must be further in the future, right? Because it's impossible that... What? So patient zero went even further into the future than we did and got infected way further in the future. Should bring it back. But if we... That doesn't add up. Time machine, it looks totally different besides the fact it's completely falling apart. I mean, it must have been here for quite a while. Generator. That's a solar panel. It looks like some kind of real life pregnant pitch tail. It says Berman Solar on it.
Hey.
Someone dug a grave. Hey, right, we can use it to dig out the... All clear. Person in hazmat suit. Well, they're fucking dead. A piece of cloth. This first aid kit's been picked clean. I'll take the piece of cloth. What's it means for this cloth? There's a rock. Can't stop the rock. It's sort of slightly rough to the touch. Yeah. He's wearing the same suit I saw on those photos on the wall back in the lab. Well, he still has matter on him. That's kind of fucking disgusting if you ask me. But the ones that never made it back. I think if you're seeing the people by now, but this one really got me for some reason. Yeah, because he still has fucking flies all over him. Much of a difference, still really dirty. Well, let me guess, we have to get the water. Get the water to clean the fucking solar panel. You know, a soaked windows. Stop. Windows be like, you wanna update now? Please? Yeah, wait, something happened. Oh, I got it. It's a big solar thing, like on my time machine. Yes. It's powering. It's powering. Yeah, probably just caught a cold from all the traveling. Probably nothing serious, right? right? It won't be anything serious, correct? What is that in the wall? Yeah, what the fuck happened? On Earth, how is that even possible? Wait, there's something sitting on his back that looks like a rusty machete. I don't think we will ever find out what the fuck happened to him. Can't get paper with this thing. I need something sharper to cut through these roots. Cut off his skull. Get a dull machete. What do we do with a dull machete? Cut the wires, maybe? No. Get something here. I don't know. We need to sharpen it. Yes, I get that. But how does one sharpen it? Oh, maybe, yeah, playing with water, sure. I don't know. Okay, so wait, there was two cables, right? One could either power the light or time machine. One goes to the time machine, so does this also power the time machine, I wonder? The machine is pretty banged up. Hit it more. I don't take it out live to just press the button. Then press the button. Okay, here goes nothing. Control goes down, looks like something's missing.
No. No, no, no.
I'm gonna look this up now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't actually think about that. Apparently, what you gotta do is sharpen it with this.
Wow.
There you go. That's how easy it was. And now we can cut the roots. That's all I had to do. I was not thinking that you could actually sharpen a machete with concrete. Oh, well. At least I cut my way through. Frank, you son of a bitch! Oh, Frank! Why?
Frank?
Joe! Oh. Please. Need water.
What are you...
Please.
I'll get you some water. Hang in there.
God, I knew it! He was patient zero. What a motherfucker. Though, I don't know, we were coughing. Realistically, so maybe we were
Frank.
also patient zero?
Oh. Thank you.
I don't understand. What are you doing here? Where are we?
I'm not sure. I had no time. Pushed it as far as it'd go. But from what I've been reading, everything gets imprecise the farther you travel. Even your physical location can get messed up. Nobody's been this far. We could be hundreds, maybe thousands of years in the future for all I know.
I don't get it. So, you're a time pilot now?
Do I really need to spell it out for you, Joe? I stole it.
What? You stole the time machine, but why?
Look, I've got no reason to tell you, but I guess it doesn't matter. You're the last person I'll be sharing anything with anyway. The truth is, I'm a Soviet agent.
I knew it!
Cut it
I
out,
fucking
Frank.
knew
I'm not
it!
falling for that
I
one again.
knew it!
I'm not joking.
I knew it!
Frank, you're just sick, confused. Come on, you can't be. Where's your Russian accent?
Joe, I'm an undercover agent deployed by the Kremlin. My job is to fit in. How far do you think I'd get if I went around calling everyone comrade? My real name is Yuri Barishev. I came to America in my early 20s. I went to school here, worked here, spent nearly 10 years building the foundation of an ordinary life. But the truth is that my life is far from ordinary. I am a spy. I was planted by the Soviet Foreign Intelligence Agency to gather intel on advanced U.S. military research programs, and I started getting my first missions in the mid-60s. At the time, I thought I had built a promising portfolio of leads, but as I started to pursue them, most of them turned out to be worthless. By 1968, I had run out of goodwill with my handlers at the Kremlin. I was a disgrace and headed for extraction. desperate for something, anything to report. I came across a Canadian company moving large shipments of iridium, osmium, rare metals not typically used in mainstream manufacturing. The buyer turned out to be a government shell, rerouting the materials to unofficial contractors, one of which turned out to be Archon. Having convinced my superiors that I was onto something, I got a job as a janitor, but I didn't dig up much until you showed up. You were a great distraction, giving me plenty of chances to access off-limits areas. And for a while, I was able to scrounge together enough intel to keep the Kremlin happy. My hunch was correct, but I didn't have the full picture. Not yet. The metals were being used to build something unusual, all right. But I just couldn't piece it together. What I found made no sense. Time travel, doomsday scenarios. It read like bad science fiction. For a while, I thought they were onto me, feeding me bogus information. But as time went on, with security tightening around the labs and no one confronting me, I began to suspect that my intel was legit. But time was running out, with Brezhnev and your President Nixon set to negotiate the nuclear disarmament treaty in a few weeks. My superiors were demanding results. My job on the line, I got desperate and careless. And this morning, I got caught. I was tailing an engineer into an off-limits lab when I bumped into Barney from security. Ironically, management chalked up my trespassing to cluelessness and settled for just firing me. Knowing I wouldn't get another chance, I stole a security badge and snuck back in. I just found the time machine operator's manual when you showed up out of nowhere and nearly screwed it all up. Then it clicked. Not only could I steal the technology, it was the perfect getaway, too. Using the manual, I set the destination as high as it would allow. I figured if I could just get far away, I'd have plenty of time to figure out how to get it back to the motherland. But, well, I guess you know the rest. Listen, Joe. I'm really sick, and I'm not making it back. But you still can. The time machine has a timer, like a toaster. It's designed to return home unless the timer's reset. I removed the main power supply fuse to keep it from taking off without me. Here, take it. I have no idea how you got here, and I guess it doesn't matter. Still, despite my mission, a double life, and the deceit, your friendship was always genuine. You're an honest guy, Joe. And I've really enjoyed your company. And now, please, leave me. The pain's coming back. Oh, it hurts to talk. Need rest.
Well, at this point, I'm pretty sure we are fucking infected because he is. But how did he get infected just by being here? There we go again. But like, what infected us? I think either it was the corpse with the gas mask because it didn't seem to be too rotten well. But how did they get infected in the first place, you know? That's a big question. Is it the plants, the water? I think the water could also be, but they said it's a pneumonic virus, like airborne. So who really knows what was the cause of the entire thing? Another thing we know now is it's time to go home. Because Joe wants to go home. Did I pass out again? The time machine, what happened to it? was tracked from the time machine lying halfway inside of sperm part of time machine. For an organism detected. There's a key on his build. My joints are stiff. I hurt all over.
No.
Can't be.
No, it can't be. The foreign organism. It's me. I brought back the disease. I'm the one who spreads it. It was me all along. I must have brought it back with me. Oh God. I think I'm gonna throw up. I can't deal with this. What do I do?
The file cabinets, right? They needed a key, right? They were locked. File cabinets here.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Doesn't start in here out to him to choose to turn away after it doesn't pass. How do I know this isn't good tourism by spreading disease all over again? Just do it, Joe! So get your original locked in. You unlocked it.
Oh.
Achievement unlocked. Sleeper. Where are we? First thing he does is check his hair. It's a piece of paper with some squiggly lines on it. My joints are sore. Alright, just... That's just like in a hospital. Maybe we are in a hospital? Cinema's Johnny. There was a tube and it was filled with something. I was very sick. I've got to find someone. Alert the authorities. Oh, it's kind of modern, doesn't it? It's a terminal of some kind, but nothing like I've ever seen. There's a card game on. It's called Solitaire. The image is so sharp it almost hurts my eyes. Hello. Oh, we can just walk in there. What the fuck? What happened to Albers? Parosia. Week of all you zombies. Kingdom Come. Test successful. New World Order. 1917 Taylor. Successful return. Cryonic Chambers deferred. Him! 9,000. He was put in chamber 3 and he's wondering who get put in chamber 1. Simpson Hagel. Fate unknown. fate unknown. Lambert leaves Archon, 1970. All the king's horses and all the king's men. No man could steal its mark. 4, fate unknown. Janitor arrest. Lambert found dead, killed by gunshot. Holy shit. Archon.
No way to escape it. No way out, no way out, no way out.
I'm sorry, what?
End of days. Scourge and sickness. The cleansing of the earth. The overlords conspired against us. Tricked us. Made us bring the poison back into the nest. Like good little ants.
Who did?
Too late. What's done is done. No backsies, but we must try. Do you hear me?
Sure.
The key to salvation. I've seen it. Felt its color. Know its shape. They don't know that I know. Oh no. But I know. I know. Write it. Write it, write it, write it! Before it disappears. Write it down before it disappears. Took away my tools. I'll forget without my tools.
Your tools?
Pens, paper. They're erasing the slate, forcing me to forget. Trying to break my resolve. The persistence of memory, I must repeat all the time, repeat. Oh, they fear me. Cower at the sight of scientific rigor. They know I'm close, so they take away my tools. But I'll show them. The blinding light of the scientific method casts no shadows.
Okay, we need to find him a pen before he forgets. 13. This is definitely, but it's on the floor. Clearly this guy's not all there. We need to find something to reach the pens. It's not locked. Is anything locked apart that one? Man, that TV's really loud, but I can't reach it.
Whoa there, man. No offense intended.
Maybe we need to find the remote. Monitoring equipment. IKEA sounds Japanese. At least I'm still on Earth. Yeah, sure. How do we reach the pens? Oh man, my joints are sore. The door's already open. Yes, I see that it's already open. I need something to reach the HECCIN. I think I need to use the keypad. We need something to reach. Plant. Plant. It's a fern. Yes, I see. Cozy chair. Oh! We found a remote. Let's go here. Hey, it worked. That's the other guy who was sick. He's a lot calmer now, but he still doesn't look like he's too fond of company. I'd better leave him alone. Okay. Get the pins. You got the pen. Bring it to the guy. Let him write down the code. But it's kind of interesting. So these were the other two guys who were stuck there with us. Let's give it to the man.
Mightier than the sword. The pen, the pen, the pen.
Yeah, sure. Could you please? Oh yeah, wait, he also needs paper, right?
Need paper to reproduce the key. Need the paper. Gotta have paper.
Yeah, please, can you calm down?
The key. The key. Keep it close. Keep it safe. Bring help. Don't get caught. Save the kingdom, get the girl. Save the kingdom, get the girl. Save the kingdom, get the girl.
Am I the only one who didn't absolutely go haywire from Project Lazarus or what? Well, he seems still halfway okay. He just seems to have a bad headache. He was a crazy guy. Wasn't so scary after all. I mean, like, he seems like he's just having a bad headache from like, waking up. I feel like maybe we all woke up almost simultaneously. Like, they got us all at the same time. Who knows? One of these weird flat terminal screens again. Let's call it a computer, Joe.
Miss, nurse,
Oh, hi there. Goodness, you startled me. You could have just knocked. And it's Doctor, actually, Dr. Emma Brown. I'm a little embarrassed to say, but we don't have any files on you, so I don't even know your name.
it's Joe, ma'am.
Oh, call me Emma. We're not so formal here. It's nice to meet you, Joe.
I'm sorry, Dr. Brown. I don't know how to say this, but everyone here is in serious danger. I'm very sick, and it's very important you call the authorities and...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy. Deep breaths. There's nothing to be afraid of. How do you feel?
Okay, I guess. A little sore.
See, you're fine. And the soreness is to be expected. You've undergone muscle therapy. You've been asleep for at least 3 decades, after all. Maybe even more.
What? Where am I? What year is this?
Easy, Joe. I know it's a lot to take in. It'd be a shock to anyone's system. Haven't been under for as long as you have. It's 2012, and this is the psychiatric ward at St. Genevieve's Hospital. You were brought out of hibernation 5 weeks ago. Like the others, you were placed in an artificial coma for regenerative muscle therapy and brought here for evaluation and rehab after everything checked out.
Oh, God. The tubes. You have to listen to me, Doctor. I'm dangerously sick. I was carrying something when I got in.
Oh, that? Well, that's true. You did all have some kind of flu. Actually, the resident physician did find it peculiar how you had all contracted a type of avian flu that only first appeared in the late 90s, and a new strain at that. In any case, the pathogen was largely dormant due to the extended hibernation. We run very thorough medical checks on all our cryo clients, so we gave you all a shot of our regular cocktail. Cleared it right up before you even came to.
So it's gone? But Archon...
Yes, I'm afraid I don't know much about all of that. All I know is that the company that froze you went bankrupt back in the early 70s. A victim of industrial sabotage, I think. Anywho, the remaining assets were sold off, and the Cryoform company bought the cryogenics technology. As per ethical requirements, that included all of you who were frozen there. We've been helping rehabilitate Cryoform's clients for the past 5 years or so. Mostly folks suffering from previously incurable terminal illnesses and heavy wallets. But you didn't hear that from me, hmm? Unfortunately, cryogenics was a little... experimental when you went under. So, while the company's been freezing and reviving clients for quite some time, you had to stay confined to the original equipment. Apparently, a lot of Archon's original documentation was destroyed in a fire. So Cryoform had practically no information on any of you. That's another reason it took so long to figure out how to revive you. Sadly, the others haven't been quite as coherent. They share certain delusions, you know, end of the world, that sort of thing. An unfortunate side effect of cryogenics' primitive state at the time, I suspect. You, however, seemed just fine. Apart from the shock, I mean.
So I'm not sick? Are you sure?
Yes, Joe, quite sure. In fact, I see no reason to keep you here. We have an excellent rehabilitation team who'll get you settled into your new life in no time. Just come see me when you're ready to go.
So in a nutshell, at the time where, basically back then, for medicine, it wasn't possible to quarantine and cure that avian flu virus. But like in the near future, basically they just chucked you some antibiotics and shows like, oh yeah, like the advancements of medicines show like stuff that would have been really deadly to humanity back then now is nothing more than a casual flu that basically you can get treated with some antibiotics and that's it. So I'm not sure who that is actually. Colonel Sanders? I shouldn't try to open that. I could still go back. It's still all kind of awkward though. Well, I don't think there's much left to do. I think we can just leave now.
So, are we all ready to go?
I guess.
Oh, don't worry. The rehab team's eager to help get you settled in. I know it may feel a little overwhelming now, but trust me, you'll love it in 2012. Endless opportunities. A whole new lease on life. Speaking of, I happened to catch you on the surveillance monitors a little while ago, and you seem to show excellent problem-solving skills. You like puzzles, Joe? Perfect. I'll be sure to mention it to the career coaches. They'll find just the right thing for you.
Joe likes puzzles. Achievement unlocked, 21st century man. And so life goes on. And then he works in a call center and Microsoft support. And gets to enjoy the rest of his life. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, this was the Silent Age. I really hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did enjoy the game. It's definitely a different kind of a point-and-click adventure. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of point-and-click adventures these days. So I'm really, really happy that they decided to push this out back in 2012. I really enjoyed this game. I love the story. I love the concept behind it. If you pay attention, you get rewarded, which is definitely a thing which is very nice. What else is there to say? Pick it up yourself. Recommend it to friends. You can usually get it on a Steam sale for like 1 or 2 euros, this game. Definitely worth your time. They're definitely not gonna miss out. The puzzles are, as you saw, intuitive and not too hard to solve, even maybe for younger audiences. Definitely a thing I would recommend to play. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll definitely be sure to deliver more of these type of games in the near future. And stay foxy, y'all.